Hey everybody, welcome back to the Broken Shifter podcast. We've had a little bit of a break here. The end of round 1, we gave you an update. The end of round 2, you're about to get another update. And some surprising stuff, some not so surprising stuff. And we're going to do that rundown for you right now. I'm Hurdon.
I'm Carbon.
And I'm a very murderous Caboose.
I don't even know what that means.
Wah, wah, wah.
Don't put him in a
That
car,
means I'm
please.
going to shink a bitch here in a minute.
Alright.
Hey, we have kids watching. No, we don't. But we might.
Sorry. I'm going to gently
We gotta
poke
keep this
someone's
rated R.
stomach with the end of a sharp blade to where red stuff comes out, like confetti.
Okay,
Yay.
so Caboose is Kyle Busch now. Anyways,
Well, I just accidentally took out the OG because someone gave me the bumper, so yeah.
we've come to the end of round 2. The playoffs are shaping up pretty nicely now, and as I think all of us pretty much predicted at the beginning of the year, the Toyota's still dominating. I'm pretty sure everybody had Truex, Larson, or Kyle Busch winning the championship, and I don't think that's changed a whole lot.
Well, yes, it has. It's changed one way in a very big way.
Except for
I did not have Kyle Busch.
one minor problem in there, which would be Kyle Larson. Not his fault, but I think Truex glass the field right now. Any arguments on that?
The mile and a half
Not even
program's on point again, so he's going to be a tough one to beat.
I don't see any track.
Unless
he's
Unless
gonna-
J.J.
JGR figures out how to do what happened to
Him last year.
Larson's car.
Yeah.
What fucking track?
Oh, we didn't tell you.
We have one thing, and Caboose, you tell me what you were about to say after this. Kevin Harvick is dominant at Phoenix, and he has had a resurgence in the past couple of races. That could change
Top 10.
things. He won, what was it, 5 in a row at Phoenix? So,
Something like that.
watch Harvick. Carry on with what you were saying, I'm sorry.
Knowing JGR, they're going to put like 2 oil pans in there. One that actually feeds the motor, and after a certain time, it just pops a hole and goes into the second oil pan where it won't actually suck up anything. Friggin' blow up Truex's
I don't think that would
motor.
pass inspection.
No, you make the actual oil pan a little bit smaller, put it on the inside, and then it looks like a normal oil pan on the regular.
All right.
Anyways.
So, Talladega was a complete mess, just like Martinsville and Indianapolis. Absolute complete disaster.
And the other plate tricks.
uh,
this year.
not quite as bad as the 500, but still an absolute fucking disaster. And not necessarily in a bad way, because I guarantee you a lot of people watch that race, and that's what NASCAR needs, is viewers. Yeah. Asses in the seats make money, but people watching on TV gets contracts that pay a lot
Should we talk
more.
about Charlotte first?
Yeah, we can talk about Charlotte.
Yeah.
You want to talk about
That
Charlotte? Okay, let's talk about
We
Charlotte.
don't know about. There wasn't a lot
Okay,
that
we're
happened in
done.
Charlotte, so we could just fly right through real quick. Basically.
I will say this.
So with Charlotte,
I'm going to leave Justin to
Go
Charlotte,
ahead.
because there's not anything
I was
to
going to
say.
say real quick. With Charlotte, stage 1, Harvick, stage 2, Harvick, and final was Truex.
Yep.
And the only really interesting thing that happened was a
Nothing.
Kyle Busch destruction.
That is fun, though.
No, remember Kyle Busch wrecked out. Well, he didn't wreck out. He just
It's always
Drove it
fun when something...
into a wall multiple times.
Yeah. I just fucking did it. With that new rule on pit road, you can't get the car repaired, right?
What were you going to say, Caboose?
What I'm going to say is Charlotte stage 1 and 2 were very interesting to me. I enjoyed watching stage 1 and 2. Beginning of stage 3 was okay. Middle was kind of crap, and then the end was One's getting exciting, and I feel like for me it was the same way with Talladega. Good stage 1 and 2, beginning of stage 3, shit middle, and then this is getting interesting. End of stage 3.
I
Kansas,
feel
I
like
didn't really see much of,
interesting
so
at
I can't really
Talladega
talk about it.
is an understatement. But yeah,
So
I did like
Talladega.
I did like the multiple lines at Kansas. Yeah, Talladega.
Stage 1, Brad. Stage 2, Blaney, and the finish was also Brad. And
I like
some
seeing the
notable things that
Penske.
happened.
I like seeing Penske get back up there.
Yeah, very. It's definitely great to see Brad actually
Something-
dominating, and actually, not Larson. Logano was up there as well.
There's something besides Toyotas, because God knows Hendrick's not up there. The only Hendrick car that's really been near the front recently, Chase. And even Jimmy hasn't been there. Dale Jr., he's cracked.
He had a good
the
car at
top
Kansas.
10, but and Chase, it keeps
At
getting
Kansas,
these second
he
place
spun
finishes.
himself twice, and he still made it and finished in the top 10.
I mean,
What does that say about
it's a
Junior?
good team.
He's driving the wheels off that thing.
Oh, Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy.
But,
Yeah, no,
Junior was
Jimmy-
having tightness problems, but he still did end up finishing top 10. I think.
they
all the Hendrick
always
cars
do.
except for Kane.
They always
Kane's
do.
finished top 15.
Well, nobody
I
cares.
thought
about
Junior
Casey
got
Kane.
messed up a
Um,
couple times
leave
at
it.
But-
Kansas.
Back to Dega real quick.
We still like Casey Kane. He's a good guy. We just don't care
We're
about
going all
Kyle
over the
Busch.
place
Fuck
here.
Kyle Busch. All right, so Talladega was
Talladega.
a fucking mess. It was an absolute disaster.
It was awesome. It was awesome. An awesome
Probably. All right. So here's what we did. To
mess. Was
any,
it 12 cars,
any
10
listeners.
cars finished unwrecked, like undamaged?
I would not say
I think it was like
undamaged.
10
I
cars
would
finished.
say
Like
10 cars
I can
finished.
count
mostly
them on my
undamaged.
fingers.
I mean, mostly undamaged, like mostly intact.
Mostly undamaged.
I think it was
Alright.
like 10 cars that were mostly intact, and then like 2 more that were heavily damaged, including Logano and whoever that was that had freaking like aluminum foil all over the back of their car.
I believe that was
it
David
De
Reagan
Benedetto?
in the 38.
Yeah, Reagan.
Oh, it was
Benedetto had a
Reagan.
lot,
Okay.
too.
All right. So
It was like 13 cars that actually finished the race.
there wasn't many. But
Across the finish line.
we weren't expecting what happened in the last stage of this race. Just like when we watched the Martinsville race, it turned into a clusterfuck immediately. So we had a whole race full of fucking stupid shit. Then Indianapolis, boringest race of the year. We're sitting here complaining, watching the race, and then all of a sudden, with what, 20 laps to go, all hell breaks loose.
Middle of stage 2. Middle
It-
of stage
it-
2, the 2 fastest cars got taken out, and then it just progressively got more and
Oh,
more
yeah.
interesting.
Mr. Kyle Busch took out Truex, right? And that's what it was.
Truex took out Kyle Busch.
I thought Kyle Busch took out Truex because he.
Nope.
Well, nope. You're right. I remember it now, because Truex got loose, because Kyle Busch
Yep.
and him were supposed to work together and they didn't. Okay, and then at Talladega,
Chase got
I
fucked out of
honestly,
the
Chase has been fucked out of a win quite a few times this year, but
Mm-hmm.
Talladega, most interesting race of the year. Martinsville was good,
Mm-hmm.
so was Indy, and not
We got
just because
Martinsville
of
next week too.
not just because of wrecks, because that's not what we want. We want good, solid racing, and that's what we've seen at those tracks. And
I want light moments panic followed by relief.
yeah, I don't want to see anybody get hurt. I don't want to see cars get tore up, because it costs teams a lot of money. And being that we, support Levine Family Racing, we don't want to see that team take a huge hit to their budget because they got to build a new race car.
And he had a good race car. He was running in the top 15 until he got into an incident.
I believe he was up in the top 3 at one point. He was running good.
That I didn't see.
McDowell was up there.
Yeah.
He
I
got
can't wait to
way
see him
up there
come
at
to
Talladega.
Texas.
I don't know. At Kansas, he seemed to have some speed too.
Yeah. Well, last Texas, he
So-
finished. I think he qualified like in the top 10 or something like that, or very close to that. And they found a lot of speed in the intermediates.
getting a lot of
just
new sponsors.
Suddenly. And so Texas, I'm just gonna pick him as my dark horse. Head time, saying it now. I know we're not really
Okay.
doing much for picks because we're skipping, but
One thing before we get to Kansas, shout out to Dale Jr. Everybody knows we love Dale Jr. All three of us are Dale Jr. fans. We want to see him win. Is he gonna win? No, but he
had a good car at Texas.
he drove the wheels off of that car, avoiding those wrecks and managing to drive that car to the front and stuff like that.
At Dega.
He, at Dega, he wheeled the fuck out of that car. Dale Jr. should get a nice little trophy for how well he drove that race. He just did something that no other driver probably could do.
I think I know what
I
it was.
don't think Kyle Busch could do it. You can't
After
avoid
having-
wrecks that many times.
After Talladega gave him his dad's car, and he drove it around the track, he inherited that. No, he took literally all of his luck from this entire season and put it into that Talladega race. He still didn't get the win, but he still had an amazing race. Basically what just happened.
I've never seen anybody have so many close calls in my life. And
That was
be
insane.
able
It
to
was
navigate
there
it.
was
I mean, he got some
he was
damage.
involved in 3 wrecks. He rear-ended 2 cars and actually
got a little
spun
bit
on
more
another one
damage.
and went into the grass.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because he rear-ended Chase and okay. And we
Yeah,
lost
but
him.
he still did what he needed to
You
he
invited me
rear-ended
because I kind of
Chase.
can't.
do.
I can't remember who else he rear-ended.
Anyways, I think our
Hopefully he kept his recording going.
well, that's not good. That's gonna be fun to edit.
Well, if not, we're continuing on. I'm not
Yeah.
stopping recording.
Party.
Alright. I don't know. Maybe his power went out. So we'll just continue on for a minute.
Yep.
See if he comes back. Anyway, so, yeah, I think he ran... Who did he ran into? He ran into Chase and somebody else.
He ran
Another
into the back of, I think, Reagan's car at one point. I'm blanking. I'm blanking on
I don't think
everyone
he
he
ran
got
into
in.
anyone else. Because the third time, he actually spun in the grass. He was sideways in
Yeah.
the grass. Everybody was like, oh, he's
No.
going to have splitter damage now.
He skimmed somebody right before he spun. And I don't
I
remember
don't
who.
remember that part.
Like I said, he just
and
barely
then
skimmed
technically...
them.
I got Hurdon's inviting us to a party, apparently. So.
I told you to invite his ass.
I did. Maybe you can't join. Welcome back.
We're still recording.
Nothing happened there.
Yep, we're still recording.
I don't know what happened. Apparently, I had a network error. But anyways, carrying on.
So yeah, anyways, yeah, Chase. He rear-ended Chase, he rear-ended Reagan, he might have rear-ended somebody else, and he spun in the grass.
Right.
He had 3 different... He was involved in 3 cautions. In some way
All
or
leading
another.
up to turn 3.
Talladega
Said he
was
wheeled
an
and dealed
awesome
it,
race.
and just... It was insane. It was awesome.
He's still a
Unfortunately,
driver.
he did not get the win. But
No
Apparently,
one would work with him, and by the
Luckily,
time someone
at
was
least
willing to
my
work
second-
with him,
yeah,
at least
Agreed.
it was Brad that got the win. Over
yeah, absolutely,
over like Hamlin or something
yeah,
like
yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But yeah, so all the things that happened at Talladega,
Yeah,
yeah, all the things that happened at Talladega. Oh yeah, Newman didn't win.
yeah.
McMurray got wrecked by Eric Jones. This is not the first. This is not only going to be the one time that this happens in this round. This also happens at Kansas. He also damages Kyle Busch in the process. Jimmy slows down trying to get to pit road and gets rear-ended by, I think it was Ty Dillon.
All right,
Whoever's in the 13 car.
let's take a timeout real quick. Eric Jones drives like a dumbass. He's fast. He's good. He has a lot of talent. He's got a lot to learn, though. Just like Joey Logano when he first came in. Joey Logano has learned to control that. If Eric Jones learns to control that, he's good.
You know what the interesting thing is, though, about Jones? He filled in for Kyle Busch in 2015 when Busch was out on injury, and he drove fine. He drove fine until the car got too loose on him, and he lost it coming out, I think, 4 at
He'll be in
Charlotte.
JGR car next year.
You know why he drove fine? He drove fine for one reason. Them Toyotas.
No, I'm talking about actual driving capability, like him
He's
actually
brilliant.
driving, not his speed.
He's really good. He's really good.
He's driving a bit schmuckish now, and granted, luck or lack of there
Too much
doesn't
speed
help.
for such a young guy.
He was in JGR equipment 2015 in the Cup car. He
know.
didn't make the same mistakes
But
that he's doing now.
Yeah.
He filled in for
Him
Kyle
and
Busch.
Suarez are making kind of a bad name for themselves.
Swerve, he started to pick up speed. He's starting to actually finish better.
Then he
they're both
swerved
fast.
into
Starting to
Chase.
figure it out. Yeah.
They're both fast.
But then we also had a big one that took out Kyle Busch, Jimmy, Kenseth, Stenhouse. I think did damages to Harvick and then Truex. Then we had Blaney got taken out. I can't remember who it was. It was the paint car. Was that
I don't fucking remember who it was. There were so many goddamn torn up cars.
that Bane?
I couldn't tell.
I think it was Bane.
I think yeah.
Yeah, Bane had a pink car.
And then
Yeah, pink car.
And then we had Suarez, or Chase was coming up. Like Suarez basically left an opening, so Chase tried to take it, and Suarez did exactly what his name is and swerved down on him.
Right.
Took him out.
And he
So
knew.
that left like 10 cars
Yep.
to finish the race.
Yeah.
And you know, as a driver,
He
if
finished
you
in
even
top 10,
remotely
didn't he?
study your competition, Chase? No.
No, Trevor Bane. I think he finished top 10.
I don't remember. Justin, you'll have to take a look at that.
I don't know.
But no,
It doesn't matter.
any person that remotely studies the other drivers in the field that you know are going to be fast, you're going to know that what kind of personality they're going to have.
Right.
And you're going to know,
Aggressive
as a
versus
racer-
conservative. Yeah.
yeah. And you know, as a racer in general, shit, I left a hole open, someone's going to go get it. He should have known better than to come back down. And
It
I
was
think
a
the
dumb
spotter
move.
was even going, he's coming through, or something like that.
It was a dumb move.
So that, yeah.
We all know it.
So that was Talladega. It was a fun race. It was a crazy race.
And
It was
here's
interesting.
our
It was
analysis
the most insane one.
of Kansas.
Yep. So
And there
it
you
starts
go.
out with
Nothing.
a blown motor.
Yeah. Larson
Kansas
got
was the
fucked.
board.
One of the two
Biggest surprise of the
drivers
year.
who were picked out of probably most of the NASCAR drivers to win it because of how dominant they've been. One of those two blew their motor and is now out of the championship.
And I don't.
And I have to say, I
don't get it.
hope more than anything at this point that he wins. He places first at Homestead. I would laugh so hard
It,
Nearly
do-
did
it
last
doesn't
year.
matter.
if Chase doesn't make the Final Four, of course. No, I know it's not going to matter, but it would just be hilarious if Larson can finish first, considering how dominant he's been this season, and the fact that he got kicked out of the playoffs
Nobody
because
has
he got
anything
wrecked
on Truex.
in 2 races. Well, he got wrecked in 1 race, and
Larson
he's
was
still
the
in
only
second place overall points, and it doesn't look like he's going to get passed. It doesn't look like it's going to be possible to pass him.
Oh, he can't finish
Kyle Busch
second
is
place
not
in points.
Close enough.
He can't finish second place there.
Overall points.
There,
No, I'm saying
No,
Yeah,
I
they're
know
looking.
what you're saying, but
when you look at overall points that
yeah.
he's had for this entire season,
yeah,
he's still in second place,
He's
and he's still going to stay in second place no matter what happens, unless Kyle Busch like wins multiple races.
yeah, but at the end of the year, the highest he can be is ninth.
I know. He's the highest he can be is
Yeah.
like fifth, I think. But
No, ninth.
it's just like
No, wait, hold on. You're right. You're right.
no, because how it works is the final
Yeah,
four
you're right. No, you're right. You're right.
are
The highest
placed,
he can
and
be
then
is fifth.
and then it orders. Doesn't matter which round you get kicked out of.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, like it's. But he's gonna play second no matter what happens as far as points are concerned.
Points
like
concerned,
overall points
yeah.
for the season.
Mhm. Yeah.
Playoffs concerned.
And he's
he's
had
gonna
a
place fifth.
fucking
Fifth.
phenomenal year. And I'm just happy to have a Chevy up there.
Sad he's not gonna be competing now.
Yeah.
Go Brad.
We still got yeah.
Go Chase. Go Jimmy. Go someone. I don't give a shit. Just one of you three.
No,
No.
wait.
I'll even be fine with
hold-
Truex. I
I'm-
will be
I'm-
fine with Truex winning.
I'm good with. I like Truex. I'm good with Brad. I'm good with Chase. Fuck you on the Jimmy comment.
I don't want him to get number 8. I don't want
I
him to
don't-
get number 8.
I don't want to see a number 8. I never want to see a number 8.
I would rather see that than Kyle Busch. So and Hamlin.
Oh,
I don't want to think
Kyle's-
about that because that'll break my mind.
All right. So Kansas sucked. Do y'all want to discuss?
Real quick. Just
Oh
to
yeah, give
finish
the
off
Kansas
with
rundown.
what happened. Stenhouse mysteriously nailed the wall. Don't know what he did exactly. He just
Being Stenhouse.
decided
Ricky
he wanted to run
Spinhouse.
into the wall and be out. Yeah, I guess. And then yeah, he had too much damage. Couldn't do anything. McMurray taken out by Eric Jones yet again. Don't remember if it was. They didn't have any good camera angles on this one, so it wasn't really confirmed or not.
It
whose
almost
fault
looked like
was
Dega.
there. And then Kenseth got collected in it. Luckily, he didn't have a lot of damage, so he went into pit road. And then somebody, the crew chief said, send out 6 guys. Like that's pretty much what he said. And for whatever reason, the 7th guy decided to step out there and start working on the car. And that was it for the team. Because I don't know. I guess I don't understand why this rule is so ridiculously strict, but
You used to be able to
you have
have
Basically,
everybody run over
you-
the wall.
you're
and
done.
It's a safety thing mostly, but you can have
Yeah.
6 guys over the wall to work
That's
on the
not sound
car.
like a
So
safety
that's
it just sounds like don't have too many people working in that 5-minute period. It's that stupid 5-minute clock thing. I hate it so much.
It's
no.
it's
That
not that.
seven
It's just
that
the way they do it.
person
because
over the
the
rule
same
wall has
reason.
been that for a
Yeah.
long time.
It's been
No, but
Oh.
if it no. So they said if it was a 7th person over the wall during a normal pit stop,
He
like a
can
routine pit
service
stop.
the driver, not the car.
Well, no. If he was servicing the car though, they can do a pass-through penalty. But if it's when they're on the 5-minute clock, which they were because they were working on the car itself, and the red flag came out right when they were still working on the car, that automatically made them because it was okay. So it's kind of like that freaking Lions rule that happened, where it was just one of those rules that exists, the 10-second runoff thing, Hurdon.
Yeah.
Where it's just one of those rules that exist that nobody has ever run into a problem with it before until now, and it should be fixed.
Right.
It's
That's-
kind of like that. It's one of those rules.
The problem is
They
it's
need to
still part of the
reevaluate it a
rule
little
book.
bit.
It's still part of the rule book, and I'm
Yeah,
sure
it-
it will be evaluated.
Yeah, NASCAR went by the rule exactly what they should have, but it's still one of those things where it's like, really, he lost a championship.
They didn't do it wrong.
Possibility purely because one person stepped out there. Too many.
And that kind of shit
it just
happens.
sucked.
And you know what? Dale Jr. had a championship back in 2003 or 2004. I can't remember. And
Somewhere in that area. Back when he was
he-
still in the 8 car. doing
when he
well.
was in the 8 car, when he was in the Budweiser car, and he lost the championship that year, more or less because
For the dumbest thing.
he said shit on live
Or
TV.
fuck, one of the two.
No, it was
Yep.
shit. I think they were interviewing him.
Yeah, I
And
remember
said,
seeing the
how's
video.
it
remember seeing the video.
feel to win that many in a row at Talladega and add to the legacy your dad did? He said it's something along the lines is I ain't got shit on what my dad did here, or something along those lines. I can't remember exactly what it was, but
Something along those lines, yeah.
shit was the word, and boom.
And
he's
this was
out of it.
during a
And
time.
I think he still finished third in points that year. But
But if he
wound
did
up-
not have cursed,
he may have
would've
won
won
the
it.
championship. He may have. I'm not sure points wise. I don't want to.
I remember
judge.
correctly, that rule was implemented because some football player, American
They got
football
rid of it.
player, but went on to a massive
Mhm.
cursing rant, and basically all of TV was like, no one
it
can
was,
even
I
think
know
about
exactly.
cursing
What year was that?
anymore. Like
we
2003
also had
area.
2003, 2004, but we also had the Janet
Was it
Jackson,
that, or was it the
Justin
Super Bowl
Timberlake
incident?
thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
no,
was gonna say,
no,
was
it
the
was
Super
the- it
Bowl
was the
incident
Super
that
Bowl
caused
incident.
that? Because
Yep.
holy
Yep.
crap, people went nuts about
Yeah, it was a
TV
Super Bowl
ratings,
incident.
like restrictions and shit like that. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Don't ban me. Please don't ban me.
All right, so
Here,
let's carry
Justin,
on.
don't worry. Hold on a second. Justin, I'll help you out, alright? Alright, everyone be quiet for 1 second. Shit, fuck, cunt, piece of shit. Alright, there we go.
Okay.
That
Okay.
should keep you covered.
All right, so
Let's go through the
now-
playoff standings real quick.
Now I'm banned from YouTube.
No, I'm
Okay,
the one
so
bad.
here's the playoff standings. We really don't need to talk much about the top four, or even any of them really, but we'll just go through them real quick. So currently,
Anus.
Truex is sitting at 69 points. Heh. Kyle Busch is sitting at 42 points. Brad is sitting at 26 points. Harvick is sitting at 17 points. And then the cutoff line for the end of round 3 currently is Jimmy 17, Hamlin at 14, Blaney at 9, and Chase at 6.
Why is
Larson,
he laughing
Kenseth,
so much?
Murray, and Stenhouse are all the first out. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's swearing in the background.
The microphone for recording picks up a lot better than the Xbox microphone, so
Alright.
you'll hear it in in production.
Christ.
You're gonna have to do a lot of muting. there.
Apologize to the younger fans.
Yeah. Anyways,
Oh, one
Oh,
that
it's
we
not
might
like
have?
as if you can't edit it out.
so we've
You
come
fucking
through
meat
with
wallet.
our 4 people that we thought were gonna make it to Homestead, and we're pretty close. I mean, we're not far off from the halfway point in the season, and I'm pretty sure everybody has a general consensus. It's Truex. I think Truex is gonna win a championship.
More likely than not. Assuming nothing gets rigged.
I think Larson will, though. He's got a real chance.
Yeah, from outside the playoffs. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
I
two of
can
my
see him
drivers
winning
are
one
currently
at one
behind the
point,
cutoff line. Because I got Jimmy and Blaney on my list.
though. Yeah. I didn't. see
Hurdon, you're
Blaney
sitting
go.
really good right now. Unfortunately, just like every freaking just like our fantasy league.
Well, you know.
Which he changed
And then-
somebody. Holy crap!
Caboose is sitting
Oh.
50-50
I've changed twice in the past 2 weeks.
with
by
Jimmy
the way.
and Kyle Busch.
I've changed twice. I put Dale Jr. on and I put Chase Elliott on. So everybody's been giving me so
So you
much.
can't replace Larson, but who would you pick as your optional replacement driver if you could?
I did remove Larson. I put him back on this week. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about like for our final 4 standings that we have right now.
Final
Obviously,
four-
we picked him in the beginning, and we're sticking with him.
But
But who would you replace if you had the chance to?
Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski, Martin Truex Jr., and Kyle Busch.
So you're picking the top 4 that are currently right now.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's really close to what I picked initially. I have faith in Brad.
I would add Blaney in because he has been stepping it up these last 2 weeks.
Who do I want to
I
see
think
win
he's.
it?
Wait, no, I have Blaney.
I want to see Chase win it.
I forgot I had Blaney.
wanna
I'd probably
see
have
Chase
Hamlin
win.
then, if I was replacing.
I want Chase's
No,
first
I'm
win
saying
to
if you
be
were going to replace
Homestead.
Larson. Oh, I would love to.
Replace Larson.
No,
I'd
what I would
rather
love-
see him win a little earlier, but that's just me.
What I would love to see is for Chase to make it into the Final Four, not win Homestead, but finish ahead of all the other playoff competitors.
No,
Here's
fuck
my
that
order
shit.
of who I want to
him
win that are currently in the playoffs. Chase, number 1.
Brad.
Number 2. Truex, number 3. That's my list of top 3 that I want to win in that order.
I am 100%
Truex obviously deserves it.
in agreement.
Brad has been fighting really hard, and I like Brad. And Chase is obviously one of my favorite drivers. So.
I'm in complete agreement with that.
All right. And
Caboose is gonna quit.
as for my Final Four, I originally had Larson, Busch, Johnson, and Truex. 3 of those drivers are still in contention. The one not in contention is obviously Larson. I was going to say Blaney, but Justin picked Blaney, so I'm going to go with Harvick.
Not a bad pick.
Actually, we all have. I think apart from Chase, officially,
I have already.
if we were going to change Larson obviously out for somebody else, we're not going to. But if we were going to, we all pretty much have picked every single driver except for Chase. He's the only one who hasn't been picked.
I don't want to put no bad juju on him, so.
All right, we need to
We're
wrap
not putting
this
him
up.
in there anyway, so. Yeah, I think it's good time to wrap it up.
Yep.
All right.
Real quick
I
before we end it, we do have a official Twitter page. I don't know if we announced it or not last time we did a podcast, but we do have an official Twitter page. It'll be linked in the description, or maybe even flashing on screen here. Depends on how fancy Justin wants to be. Carbon. And tweet at us. Let us know what's going on. We'll respond almost every time. We actually did get one very interesting new follower on the Twitter page. That would be Jigs, a performance company. Car performance. Yep. So if you're looking for something to give your brand new Camaro or a 1967 Camaro a nice little extra oomph, you want it, Jigs got it.
True story.
God damn it.
They've got good parts.
I know we are not being paid by them.
No, we're not, but it's a bit of a thank you.
Sponsored by them.
We just like having followers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anybody that comes
and then
follows
also-
the Broken Shifter podcast, we're happy.
Also, I'm going to put onto the screen right now like the new Hendrick cars, the new Hendrick paint schemes. 'Cause I can't remember if we talked about that last time. But just kind of, which ones do you like? Which ones do you not like? What do you think of what they'd look like?
All right. Hang on a second. They're rolling across the screen now, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
leave a
we're
fucking
quiet.
comment.
Real quick, so since these are going past the screen. Ew. Ah. Ugh. Ooh. Okay, there you go. There's your soundbite.
Were you pooping or having an orgasm?
That's actually a game that
So
Rooster
wait,
Teeth
I don't
plays
know
whenever
which one
someone's
you
in
don't
the,
like.
I'm not sure what just happened there.
Okay,
I don't
okay,
even
fine.
know
How
how to
about
end
this?
this now.
Ooh,
What the fuck just happened?
Ugh. So the order would be something along the lines of Jimmy, Bowman, is Byron, and then the is Chase.
I don't understand what
I
he's
actually do
talking
like
about
Chase's.
anymore.
If the blue and the
Talking about the
yellow,
paint
if the
schemes
blue
for
and the,
Hendrick.
if the white and the yellow were inverted,
I
like
know
flipped.
he's
I
talking
originally
about the
thought
damn
that.
paint
I would like-
schemes.
I originally thought that, but I've seen the renderings for it now, and things like that, so it's more angles. Because the lighting they had in the frickin' the video and everything and all that shit were just bad. So,
All
but
right.
now that I've
Just
actually
bad.
seen like better visuals of it and stuff like that, it looks a lot nicer.
Would y'all shut the fuck up?
How about you shut the fuck up, and the rest of the audience
not me for
follow us on
once.
Twitter, comment, and
Yeah.
if we like a
Absolutely.
comment, we might mention you on the podcast.
In fact, if you do leave a comment, we will mention you. I can't talk.
If you're the only person,
Ba-da,
probably,
ba-da, ba-da.
because we don't got many people right now.
Don't worry, Hurdon's drunk. I think.
Hurdon's
Oh,
tired.
I'm a little bevved up myself.
Hurdon's tired. Hurdon's tired. That's it. That's all it is. If you enjoyed the podcast, you have any comments, we don't care if it's a suggestion, a question, or a comment. Leave it, and we will address it. First person to do it, promise we will get back to you on it. Anyways, Broken Shifter Podcast. The big turd pool that we do every whenever. Yep, that's it. I'm Heard.
I'm Carbon.
And I'm a very tired and slightly bevved Caboose.
Hey, Bevs. High five.
Kind of can't
I
do
was
that.
just
I'm driving
thinking
right
right
now.
then.
With what camera, asshole?
Booyah.
All right. There you go.